Hi everybody, my name is Nir, I'm from Brainy World, and today we are starting our first recipe, which is black bean tostadas with avocado salsa. It's from BBC Good Food. Okay, okay. So here are the ingredients. Okay, so let's go over them. 8 corn tortillas. I don't have corn tortillas. I have whole wheat tortillas, but it's similar. Um, okay, so the next thing is 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, this is olive oil. Um, 1 onion chopped. Okay, so it's a regular onion. 3 garlic cloves chopped. Okay, so we'll take them from the garlic. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. I have 1 second. Sweet paprika, okay, which is similar, I guess less spicy. 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, so it's this. 5 tablespoons of cider vinegar. I don't have any, and my family, they don't like sour things, so anyway I wouldn't put it in. 3 tablespoons of clear honey. Okay, honey. And 400 grams cans of black beans, rinsed and drained. Okay, so we have 3 like this, black beans. Okay. At the end, they say choose a few toppings from the list. Chopped tomatoes, so I have tomatoes. Sliced red onion. Okay, this is a red onion, so we'll slice it. Diced avocado. We have avocado as well. Sliced jalapeno peppers, which is spicy, so I don't use it because again my family don't like spicy and like difficult stuff to eat. And coriander sprigs I have. Um, well, I don't have the coriander, so we'll do with what we have. Creme fraiche, it's like sour cream. I don't have it. Not because we are trying to do vegan. We are not trying to be vegan. I will use in future recipes things that are not vegan, like honey is not vegan. It's vegetarian, but it's not vegan. I will use milk and sour cream and sweet cream and things for milk, and maybe eggs, probably eggs, and stuff like that. But I will not use meat and chicken and the meat of the chicken and fish, okay, and shrimps and stuff like that. But beside that, I will use stuff like I'm trying to do it vegetarian, not vegan. Okay, one step at a time. Okay, so Creme fraiche, like I said, it's sour cream. I don't have it now, so we'll do without it. Or Tabasco chipotle sauce. Tabasco is very spicy. Chipotle is again the jalapeno peppers, but dried and smoked. I don't have it either. I wouldn't put it in the food. It's spicy, and this is to serve. Okay, so let's begin. So first, step one: heat oven to 200 Celsius, or 100 Celsius with fan, or a gas 6. Brush the tortillas with little of the oil and place in a single layer of on baking sheets. The baking sheets is, I really hope I have them. No, I don't have them. I gave them away. Okay, we have to improvise, so we will use foil, aluminum foil, which is again protects the tray in the oven from touching the tortillas. So I hope it will be the same. Because I don't have baking sheets, it's like I thought I had some, and then it turns out I don't. Okay. Cook for 8 minutes until crisp. Okay. So let's do this. So I'm taking you with me. Okay, we are here. This is the oven. And first let's look inside. Okay. So here we will put the foil. On this tray. And we want to start heating the oven. Wait, I'll wash the tray. Okay, one step at a time. Let's put the camera here so it doesn't fall. So first, I will try the tray, the baking tray. Okay. So now, bringing you with me. Okay. So we have the tray and we want to put baking papers we don't have, baking sheets. So I will use the aluminum foil. So I'm pressing it over the baking tray. I cut it with the scissors because from some reason it doesn't cut itself on the box like it should have. Okay, so this is one. We don't want it to hang in mid-air, so we press it down to the tray. Okay. Now let's put another one next to it. Okay. And then we press it down before we start, so it doesn't hang in there. And we fold it around the ring, like so. Okay. Okay, so more or less we have the baking tray that is coated with aluminum. Okay, so let's put let's heat the oven. Okay, so again I'm taking you with me. Let's see here. Here it's on 0. Can you see? Now it's 0. So we want to have this one. No. Okay, I guess we want to have the one that is both on top and on bottom, and it has this fan, which means the fan is working. Let's see if something is working inside. Doesn't seem to work. Let's try this one. Okay, this one has
like triangles above, and then a fan below, which I guess um, means heating element from above and fan below. Let's see if something is working. Oh, one more thing I didn't, which I should have done, but I didn't. Here we need to set the degrees. Okay, so it says Celsius. So and now it's on off, like 0. So we turn it to well, if we have a fan, we need the 180. Okay, so it's 150, 60, 70, 80, 180. Okay, 180. And now it should give some noise or some heat or something, and it still doesn't. Okay, let's see. Let's try again what we did before. Okay, this stripe above, stripe below, and the fan in the middle. Maybe the clock is should be set or something. Okay, press the plus on the clock. So now it turned on the lights in both sides. We'll just wait and see if nothing happens, then we'll think of something. Okay, so now I feel that it's starting to warm up, but there is no fan, at least yet. There is no fan yet. Um, so we will wait a few minutes. Okay, in the meantime, check out my phone, what happened. 1 second. Okay, it's Isaac Boy. There is a commander in Israel who claims it's the truth. I mean, it claims the truth that the army is not ready for the next war, and is sending everybody like lectures and briefs on this. So he just released one, but we are now in the middle of the recipe, so it will have to wait. Okay. Okay. Now it's both getting hot and there is a sound of a fan, which is a good thing. Okay. So, um, so now we take out the tortilla and taking the avocado and putting the avocados back. We use them later. Back in the fridge. And then I'm opening up the tortillas, which should be steering along this line. And forward. Okay, so here we split the two ends and take one out. Okay, so this is a tortilla and we put it in the tray. Okay, cool. So now we need to brush them with a little oil and place in a single layer of baking sheets, cook for 8 minutes until crisp. Okay, so we will brush them with oil. So I'm starting with one. I hope to do the others in a similar fashion. Okay, so this is what I have for a brush, and we arrange a glass like a glass of water, but it will be a glass of oil, not full, like a few drops. Okay, and like this, and we will brush the tortilla on both sides like this. We dip in the brush and go over the tortilla. Okay, now we flip it over and do the same thing again. Go back and forth. Okay, so now it's brushed. And now we put it aside, and the brush we'll use later. So I'm putting it here on a towel, paper towel, and now we will see if the oven is hot. Yes, the oven is hot. We'll give it a few minutes more, but in essence it's hot. Okay, so let's see what is the next step. I'm closing the tortillas back. So they don't dry. It's not closing, so we'll do something more primitive. We'll fold it over one time and put, I'm sorry, and put clothespins like this. Like this. Okay, so for now it's pretty close. Okay.
Let's see what's the next step. In a large frying pan, heat the remaining oil. Oh, they said that it should be 2 tablespoons olive oil. Well, I just used as much as the tortilla could observe, which is supposedly too much. But never mind, it will be a little oily, doesn't matter. So in a large frying pan, heat the remaining oil, add the onions and garlic, and cook for 5 minutes. Add the spices, vinegar, and honey. We don't have vinegar. And cook for 2 minutes more. Add the beans and seasoning and heat through. Okay, so let's prepare the ingredients so they are ready for this stage. Okay, so what we do, um, I'm putting in the tortilla. Okay, I hope it will be okay. And now let's prepare the onion should be chopped, and the garlic which should be also chopped, and we will even squash it. And okay, so let's start with the onion and the garlic. So we take the onion. We wash it, and we take off the head, the top side, and the bottom side. And we slice around the perimeter and peel with our finger and peel around. Okay. And the shell we can throw away. Okay. Now we need to chop it. Okay, we have this chopping board. Okay, probably I will tear, but there is no way around it. Okay, and each slice we are cutting like crisscross. I don't remember what's the terminology of this way and then that way.
but you see what I mean. Okay, parts that are like strange looking, where it started to become the plant started to grow, we don't need, we can get rid of them, so it will taste better without these parts. Okay, let's push them out even before we start. See, we can push them with our finger, with our thumb. Usually the center starts to sprout and we don't want it in our food. Okay, so we continue to chop the onion. As you can see, chopping onions is not my forte, but we have to do it, so we do it. Okay, one more. This slice also needs to be chopped. Okay, so now we will put it in some plate or a small bowl. Oh, I didn't measure the time. And that wasn't very smart. Let's say that we needed to do 8 minutes until crisp, okay, with the tortilla. So 8 minutes I think have passed. We will just take it out and we will be smarter in the next one. Okay, so I'm taking it out. So come with me. Okay, you see why you need to think of things in advance, and that's exactly the reason. I'm preparing the plate and um, this glove, okay, because we don't want to get burnt, and even something like spatula. Okay, so we will open the oven and lift up the tortilla to the plate. Okay, so I'm hoping it's ready. Okay, so now the stove doesn't like things on it because it might cause something to burn. Okay, so we're going back. And we will test case this one to see if it's any good. Well, I think it's good because it's they wanted it to be crispy, and it is crispy. So we'll just do the other ones in the same fashion. Okay. So let's do the other ones. I'll do 4. Okay. Okay. Close the stove, the oven, and I'm thinking whether I should take out the baking tray. I will try. Okay. So now I'm trying to do the same thing over again. You see the door up here, and I hope it will be okay. Let's take another tortilla. Careful because it's hot. We have to do them one by one because otherwise we will need a few trays. I'll do 4. Okay, we need more oil. We wash the tortilla. Flip it over. Wash the other side.
and we put it back in the oven. Using the glove, 1 second. I'm going to get the glove dirty. It's still hot. I need the glove. This is because you're improvising and not using baking papers like baking sheets like you should have. And this is like how we are punished. But we get by with what we have, and this time we will measure the time. Okay, so it's 180, and we measure the time. We put it 8 minutes. Okay, so this is like a timer. Okay, so we are counting back from 8 minutes to 0. Okay, going back to our onion. Can you see anything? Yes. Okay. So we'll put this in. I chopped it too rough, but it will be okay. We'll put it in some bowl. Okay, so it will wait for us. And we'll pick and throw away the one that's got away. Flour. Okay. Okay, so we have the onion, and now we are getting the garlic ready, so we don't have to wash it because we are peeling it. So we are peeling it by first. I guess if you're very strong with your fingers, you can rip it off, but I'm not that strong, so I'll just make a cut, and then I can rip it off. And if you're
If you still need another cut, then by all means. Okay, so we want, I think, 3 cloves. This is one. Okay. If we want to peel a garlic clove, it's we cut the top, but not all the way to the end, and then press with our finger and uh, pull back like so. Okay, this one is a bit trickier, but we'll get it. And you start to peel and you pull it all the way through. Okay, start to peel and pull. Okay, so this is another one. By the way, after we deal with garlic, we need to wash our hands because it's burning the skin. If the garlic stays in touch with your hand, it burns the skin. Okay, so another clove. Okay, this is more like a half clove, so we take another one. Okay, so this is our garlic, and okay, so we need to chop it. So we take off the edges. You see what I'm taking off? This bit that is not nice in the end. Here. Then I'm chopping off. Okay. So we'll throw them away too. And we'll slice it. And this is irritating to the skin, so immediately after you finish with the garlic, you need to wash your hands. I think also with the soap, not just water. Okay, let's do another one. time is over for the other tortilla. I'm washing my hands because I don't want the glove to smell like garlic. Okay, stopping the annoying clock. Okay. Okay, this one burnt a little too much, you see? It's not burnt, but it's like almost burnt. So we need to do 1 minute less. Okay, let's go on the garlic. Okay, if it's very thin, we just need to press down. We don't need to cut. We can just chop. Okay, one more thing that I'll do is prepare some cocoa for me to drink because I'm hungry. Okay, 1 second. Um, okay, this is the Bell's cup. It's my favorite cup. And see, it says in Hebrew, something to someone who is really something. Okay, so I'll take a teaspoon. I prepare myself some cocoa before I will start. Because cocoa is almost like eating, it's really nutritious. I'm doing it in half water and half soy milk or whatever milk I have, like vegetarian milk. I have soy, but I buy all the kinds that I can find. So it's not all the time the same flavor. Okay. It always happens when you cook, you get hungry because um, the smells, even if you're not conscious to it, the smells get you hungry. So forgive me 1 second. Okay, so we're back to doing what we did before. I spilled some. Okay. Okay, and we put it also in some small container. And put it here in this. Okay, so this is the garlic, and we'll put it aside and see what else we need. So the garlic can be put here. Okay, let's prepare another tortilla. Okay, so this time we'll put it less time in the oven. Again, closing it so it doesn't dry up. We need more oil. 1 second, please. Some tissue for my nose. Okay, so we need more oil. Okay. Flipping over. Repeating the same thing on the other side. Okay. And carefully putting it back into the oven because it's still hot. Okay, this time let's put less time. 6 minutes. Okay. So we'll see how it come out in 6 minutes. Okay. We go back. In a large frying pan, heat the remaining oil, add the onion and garlic, cook for 5 minutes, add the spices, vinegar and honey, cook for 2 minutes more, add the beans and seasoning and heat through. Okay, we should prepare the beans too, and then we will have them ready for what's coming. Okay, so come closer. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll wash the beans so they cause us less gas. Okay, like spatulations, like farts. So we are opening the bean tin and hold the lid so they don't all fall out, and pour the water out and press a little. Be careful not to cut yourself on the rim. Okay, so these are the beans. Now we wash them in cold water and take out the water and spill. Okay, so again we do the same thing. Water and spill water a few times. If we prepare the beans from dry beans, we should rinse them and let them soak the water, and then throw the water, and then replace the water. But we don't have this luxury here, and we want it fast, so we just use already prepared beans and we just wash them a few times and hope for the best. Okay, so this is one tin of beans ready. Let's have another one. Let's do another one. So we take the tin, open it. Okay, so we will need to take out the tortilla. So let's go do that right away so we don't get interrupted in the middle.
1 second. It stop the clock, it's like almost there. And we'll take the tortilla out. No, it's not ready. Let's give it 1 more minute. Okay, so let's set it to 1 more minute. Okay, so 6 minutes is too little. 8 minutes is too much. I guess 7 will be okay next time. Okay, I'll just wait here because it's like in 1 minute I'll have to be back. Waiting. 1 second. We'll give it another minute because it's still not ready. Maybe the oven got cold. Because I put the same settings, but maybe at first it was a lot of time, but we gave it time to heat. And then it was very hot and we made 8 minutes, but it was too much. And now 8 minutes, but when it's not already hot, so I guess it will be okay. Okay, let's check it. Okay, for some reason it's still very soft and not hard. Let's put it back for 2 minutes. So in the meantime, we'll do the beans. Sorry for not having a scientific method on this, but it's more of an art. Not in the sense that I'm an artist, in the sense that I don't know exactly what to do. Okay. So we're taking out the juice of the beans, the water of the beans, pressing the lid gently so it doesn't squash them, but it doesn't let the beans get out, except 2 that fell down, as you see. 3. to the tortilla. Okay, come with me. Okay, even if it's not ready, I'll take it out. Okay, it's similar to the first one, even softer. I don't know why, but when it dry up, it will be harder, at least. And it's edible. Just it's not crispy. It's just a little baked. Okay. Next, we'll take the tray out. We'll do the last tortilla. Okay, we can't touch the tray, but we can touch the paper, the aluminum foil, because it's losing heat very rapidly, so it's already cooked. But the tray is very hot, so we need to be careful of the tray. Okay, so we bring another tortilla. Note that I'm not switching off the oven, because I want it to still be hot. Learn the lesson from what happened before. We close the tortillas. Okay. Okay, so I need to brush it with the oil. Okay, flip it over. Okay, and put it back inside. Well, not back, it never went in, but the tray was in a few times. For the tortilla, it's the first time. Good luck. And
don't know what I'm doing wrong with the rails of the tray, because they should come out, but I don't have time to analyze it and solve it. So we'll just tear up the aluminum foil and use some more if we need to. Luckily, we don't need to now, because we only do four. I only do uh, four tortillas, and okay, let's throw some beans. The garbage bin, a pan. I don't remember how many times we did it. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So another bean is ready. Another tin of beans. Now for the last one, the same. Oh, I didn't switch on the timer. 1 second. See what? That's why they call it attention deficit disorder. Okay, so let's do 6 minutes, because 2 minutes went by. Maybe 5, because now the oven is hot. Okay, so 5 minutes. I'm hoping for the best. Okay. So where is the bean? Opening the tin of beans, letting the water drain to the sink, but the beans stay in the tin. Washing, rinsing, I should say, and washing it out, but keeping the beans inside. I don't know how many times I did this, maybe 4. Let's do 5. So another tin of beans. Throw out the beans that fell into the sink. So next, oh, we need to wait for the last tortilla. Let's check out how she's doing. Maybe she's ready before time, because it's just a guess. Spatula. Yes, she's ready and like totally twisted. Beats me why, but this is how it looks, like a tent. Okay, so we need to straighten it a bit. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm pressing it down. Okay, the last one didn't come out as planned. What it will have to do. Okay, so I'm switching off the oven, and the texture is good, but she's broken. We leave it like that. We have 1, 2, 3, and that's it for now. Okay. So now we have well, everything we need except the spices. So let's prepare the spices in the amount that we need. Okay, onions we did, garlic we did, paprika we need 1 tablespoon. So we'll put it in. Okay, we'll put them in this. It's a small vessel that we can put it inside. So paprika, we take a spoon. And open. Okay, of course it tore up. Anyway, we can do it with the back of the spoon. Okay, it's not the best way, but we'll have to do. Okay, so now this is the paprika. So 1 tablespoon. And I'm making sure not to mix tablespoon and teaspoon because it's really important.
1 tablespoon of ground cumin. Okay, let's close up the paprika. Thank you. Okay, the cumin. You see why when the stove, when the pan is frying on the fire, we don't want to start doing this because it's very time consuming, and by the time I finish, the food will be burnt. Okay, so this is the cumin. You can smell the spices, it's like exotic. Okay, I spilled some, but never mind. Putting it in on the paprika. Let's try to mix them carefully, not to spill. Okay, so from the yellow and the red, we have some kind of orange, like dirty yellow, so it's more like brown. Okay, and we can close the cumin. Thank you. Okay, I think we have everything. Let's do a checklist. Heat the oven to 200 degrees, 800 degrees fan or gas 6. Wash the tortillas with a little of the oil and place in a single layer of baking sheets. We did. Cook for 8 minutes until crisp. We did. Step 2. In a large frying pan, heat the remaining oil, add the onion and garlic, cook for 5 minutes, add the spices, vinegar and honey, cook for 2 minutes more, add the beans, seasoning and heat through. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. So the tortillas I can put aside, and the, the fire is still cold. Like I wouldn't do it if we were already hot. And I can turn off the stove and put it back on and heat up this. Let's put this one so you can see better. I'll heat this one to 1 second. Okay, so I'll take out frying pan. I'll heat up this fire. It's like an electric stove, so it's not really a fire, but okay, so it's starting to get hot. It should start to get hot. And putting the oil inside the pan and putting some more. 1 second.
I'm putting maybe 2 spoons of olive oil, and also like a half a spoon of what we had before. Okay. So I'm getting the rim wet with oil. Throw the oil, the onions, and the garlic inside. It would be more neat if I do it with a spoon, but I don't have one now. Okay, so now we need to mix them with a wooden spoon because we don't want to scratch the Teflon. The black material is called Teflon. It's not sticky, so it's good, but we need to take care of it so it doesn't ruin if we scratch it with a metal instrument, then it's ruined. So the coating of the Teflon gets off. So we need to keep it intact, the coating of the Teflon. Okay, it's need to heat up a little. See, it's starting to make a noise like tss. So when it makes a noise, it's good. Okay, so I bring the timer. It's now getting hot. See, I can't touch it. I cannot touch it. So we'll measure 8 minutes, not 8 minutes, like 5 minutes from now. Okay, so it's already set on 5. So let's start measuring now. Okay, did you see that it's 5? Okay. So we keep going around, like stirring. So not to stick one bit of onion or garlic onto the pan and get it burned. We need to have all the small pieces fried like in a measured way, not one very burnt with the other raw.
how much heat we need, I don't know because I don't have a thermometer that can go in here, but it's 7 out of from 0, which is off, to 9, which is full. It's like from 1 to 9. 1 is the minimum, 9 is the maximum, and we have 7. Okay, so 7 is it's more than the middle. Like 2/3. Okay. So we keep stirring. We have 1.5 minutes to go. From time to time we shake off the shake and bake, the shake and fry, the bits that attach themselves to the spoon, because we want everything to get fried, not just some of the parts, but all the parts, even the ones that stuck to the spoon. Okay, now we are preparing the timer for 2 minutes and letting it run. Put the spices. Okay, and we put the honey too in 1 second. Just want to stir the spices so they don't burn. Once again. Okay, the honey we need 3 spoons. So it's 1, it's really slow with the honey, we'll do it in stages. This was 1. We need to stir or else it will start to gum. Then we'll have the gum parts in the food which are not nice. Okay, so the honey I didn't do like in a smart way. I hope you prepare it in advance because I didn't, and it's like I might ruin everything because of it. We'll do 2.5 spoons because I don't have time for 3. Okay. Okay, now we need to switch it off. Okay, and put the beans. 1, two, three. Okay, remember we switched off the fire. This is just the warmth of what was. What has been. Okay. So I guess this is what they meant heat it through. Just let it heat, but not on the fire, but on the remaining of the fire. While you stir. Okay. And let's smell. Okay, smell nice. And so let's read. And heat through, and we did. Add the beans and seasonings, and heat through. I guess the vinegar and the honey. We didn't have vinegar, but we had honey. Okay. Remove from the heat and mash the beans gently with the back of your spoon to a chunky puree. Spread some beans over the crispy corn tortillas, scatter with your choice of toppings, and add a spoonful of cream fresh to cool down, or a splash of chipotle tabasco to spice it up. Okay, so we take it off the fire. We take it off the fire. Here it's cold, and we mash it. Okay. And
Okay, it doesn't get very meshed. We'll do something else. We'll do with the tool of mashed potatoes, and being careful not to spoil the Teflon, but still it's not getting meshed at all. We need to use this tool. Okay. That's a little better. Now we mix. Still. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so it's pretty meshed up. Well, pretty maybe is not the correct term because it's not pretty at all. Like aesthetically pleasing, it's not. But we will taste and see how it tastes. Okay, so we'll put you here. And we will taste it. Okay, so we'll take the part that broke in. taste. The tortilla by itself is nice, the one that is not burnt. Now I'll put some of the beans on. I will taste the beans. Okay, so you see me? 1 second, 1 second. Okay, so I'm tasting it. It's pretty good. Again, it doesn't look good, but it's tasty. Okay, so thank you very much and goodbye.